Welcome back, babes. It's your girl Ebony with Black Tea. I wanted to provide a full breakdown of the situation that's happening on social media with Jesy Nelson, Blackfishing, and Little Mix. But before we get into the video, I want to show you guys a before and after. As you guys see on the screen, the picture on the left is Jesy before and the picture is Jesy after. So you guys have some context over why people are so outraged. So Jesy's former bandmates from Little Mix and other collaborators, especially Leigh-Anne, are actually calling out Jesy Nelson on social media. It even prompted other podcasters and Leigh-Anne's sister to call Jesy out for trying to be black. For those of you who don't know, blackfishing is a term used to describe people, most often white, who enhance or alter their features to make them appear black or racially ambiguous. Now, during Jesy's song Boys, she is paying homage to Diddy and his original song. But through some of the scenes in the video, Jesy looks extremely darker than previous videos and her aesthetic could be viewed as cosplay. Now, Leigh-Anne from Little Mix actually posted a poem on her Instagram story and said the following: "You can attempt to imitate, but soul you cannot buy." She also says this: "They call it black girl magic, cause ain't no way to." And she does put up the hand emojis. You also see Leigh-Anne like this video of a black woman explaining her frustration over this situation.
So I just thought I'd do a little headscarf diaries because I just put a tweet out just a minute, like about an hour ago, about Jesy Nelson and Nicki Minaj's new song, about the fact that Jesy looks basically the same complexion as Nicki, and also that is a conversation to be had about, you know, Nicki's skin appearing to be lighter, her skin appearing to be darker. And it brings me to this topic that I always is so near and dear to my heart: colorism. And the fact of the matter is, anybody that tries to tell me that colorism is not a thing, okay, the fact now that we have white women understanding the power of looking racially ambiguous at this current climate, how we are right now in society, tells you everything. We have white women trying their best to appear racially ambiguous. I don't even want to call it blackfishing anymore, because I genuinely don't think they're trying to appear black. I genuinely think they're trying to be racially ambiguous, meaning you don't know where they come from. They could come from anywhere in the world because, you know, their skin is a little bit tanned, you know, they've got some hair, big curly hair or whatever they've got going on. And it reinforces everything that black women, or I've been saying, that the lighter shade you are, the more privilege you have, especially within the entertainment industry. And the fact now that, like I keep saying, we have a white woman, or white women, we see it a lot nowadays. You can go on all of the fast fashion sites, you know, there's loads of girls on there that are racially ambiguous. But the fact of the matter is, anyone that does not believe that colorism or the privilege of your skin, or the fact that your skin is lighter brings you more privilege sometimes, please just look at this video. Okay, please look at what we're seeing. We're seeing white women literally doing everything in their power to appear racially ambiguous. Why would they do that if it doesn't benefit them? So when black women have been screaming from the rooftop, colorism, 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 the darker your skin is, the harder it is, etc., etc., understand there are white women now trying to appear racially ambiguous because they understand the benefit of appearing like that. And that's all I have to say. Stop gaslighting us, black women. We know what we're talking about. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Singer, songwriter, and producer Pinnock also chimes in, and he says, "Happy Black History Month, guys. So from the heart, I just want to take this time to promote talented black female artists who I feel deserve more of the shine than others. Others being white people, yes, get uncomfortable, are getting." Now, Leigh-Anne's sister says this: "So we all must be some D-heads." Now, Mace Jarvis also chimes in, "For those of you guys who don't know, Mace Jarvis is a creative director, and he actually has worked with a lot of different artists, including Little Mix, and this is what he had to say. Never spoke a word or showed support to the Black community in the last 2 years. Silent as a mofo, but you release You Love Bad Boys, in turn perpetuating the narrative that Black men who wear do-rags and gold teeth are bad boys. The media has already stereotyped young Black men as this, and for you to glorify this and use it for your own advantage is sad. Let me not even start on the Blackfishing taking place. I guess the last 2 years of education and resources fell on deaf ears. Now, Mace Jarvis actually makes a great point. He's actually referring to Leigh-Anne and her situation in her documentary. If you guys don't know, Leigh-Anne did do a documentary with Harper's Bazaar, and she basically talked about the struggles that she faced as a Black woman in the industry. She also talked about how she was treated differently. Now, all of the other Little Mix members actually offered support, but Jesy Nelson did not say anything, knowing that Leigh-Anne did suffer with all of these issues behind the scenes. Now, several fans are also voicing their opinions about this video. One Twitter user saying this: imagine how painful it is for Leigh to see Jay using Blackfishing and Black culture to further her career after Leigh-Anne doing a full effing documentary about how hard it was being the only Black girl in Little Mix. It's not okay. Jesy Nelson wouldn't even promote or acknowledge Leigh-Anne's documentary on the R word in the music industry, and now actively profits off Black culture and Blackfishing. It's pretty self-explanatory. Jesy Nelson profiting off of Black culture when she couldn't even be an ally to an ex-bandmate, let alone the Black community, while is Blackfishing and trying to sing with a blatant an attempt to sound hard when she's from Essex in British Black History Month. Chill. Now, several Little Mix fans also felt some type of way because of P. Diddy name dropping Little Mix in the video.
Hey, Jesy, Jesy, Little Mix, whatever y'all calling yourselves these days.
One fan said this: Jesy Nelson could have turned down Little Mix being mentioned in her video. It's crazy how she goes, I don't want to be compared, and we don't talk, but yet she brings them up in her first solo music video. Now, I actually agree with this. I do feel that the name drop of Little Mix was a bit messy. Now, let me give you guys some backstory on why people are so upset with Jesy. Jesy actually left Little Mix back in December of 2020, and she basically claimed that she found the pressure of being in a girl group was very hard to live up to, while also later mentioning that she did not like to be compared to the other 3 girls. Now, after this, there was a BuzzFeed article that actually exposed Jesy online before being taken down. It exposed that her parents were actually white, her siblings were white, and her grandparents were white, and it also showed that on rare occasions, Jesy would actually skip her tanning and go to her natural complexion. I also want to make a point that it is extremely popular to tan in the UK, and some people tan to the extreme. It is something that's very popular over there, so I do not think that Jesy was doing this intentionally. I do believe that this is a fad that's grown on individuals in the UK. However, that does not excuse what people are saying about her behavior. Now, Jesy Nelson has also been called out in the past for allowing people in her circle to also say the N-word. If you guys don't know, one of Jesy's best friends, Dilem, who is also white, was repeatedly saying the N-word in a video that Jesy uploaded to Instagram. Now, Jesy quickly deleted it, but it was met with a lot of backlash. On top of this point, Jesy was also accused of trying to silence a 27-year-old Black woman and blogger, Cherish Wilson, who gave her take on Jesy and the Blackfishing. Now, this woman, Cherish, actually made a whole article where she talked about how darkening skin and cosplay is becoming more normalized in our society. Now, while her article was shared all over the internet, the next morning, her article was taken down, and people actually believe that Jesy Nelson's team had her article removed from the web because she was giving information about Jesy Nelson and how Jesy Nelson was appropriating off of Black culture. So with all that being said, there's just a lot of tension, as you guys see, between Little Mix, Jesy Nelson, the Black community, and to be quite honest, this is a very sticky line. I cannot say that Jesy wasn't blackfishing. She was dancing on a very fine line, but at the same point, she was paying homage to Diddy. Now, if she comes out in her next video and she's doing some of the same thing, then I could see how people have an issue. But at the same time, I am not here to invalidate anybody's experience, and there is also some hurt, as you guys see, between Little Mix, their fans, and Jesy. Jesy also responded to a question about this same issue with The Guardian, and Jessy's response to Blackfishing was actually very, very interesting. She said, "The whole time I was in Little Mix, I never got any of that, and then when I came out of the band, people all of a sudden started saying it. I wasn't on social media around that time, so I let my team deal with it because that was when I just left. But I mean, like, I love Black culture. I love Black music. That's all I know. It's what I grew up on." So as you see, Jesy Nelson is basically saying that she has never said that she was Black. She loves Black culture. This is what she knows. And so I want to hear from you guys. This entire situation is just so sticky because she was dancing on a fine line, but at the same time, she was paying homage. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Did you like the boys' video? Did you not? How do you feel about Leigh-Anne, her family, and other people chiming in? And what are your thoughts on Little Mix and this whole drama with Jesy Nelson? I look forward to reading your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Stream boys. I love you guys to the moon and back, and we'll chop it up down below. Bye, babes.